everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot and one of my favorite sites, the Daily Star in the UK. Yesterday, they highlighted the earthquake danger, if you will, of the Cascadia subduction zone up in the Pacific Northwest. And today, by God, another earthquake warning, my friends. The big one, if you will, threatening California. It was struck by 134 tremors in 1 week on the infamous San Andreas fault. Now, there's a couple of things in play here we'll talk about in just a minute, but certainly cause for concern. Yes, panic, maybe not. Anybody out there do that Lex Luthor trick, that real estate, buying that real estate in the desert? Who knows? You may have that waterfront property sooner rather than later. It says last week, a series of 10 mini earthquakes struck Monterey County in the U.S. state of California, raising fears a monster tremor could devastate the region. A powerful 4.6 magnitude quake 13 miles northeast of Gonzales along the San Andreas fault was the largest to strike the region. And of course, folks, that is a 750-mile fissure that runs the length of California and is thought to be long overdue for the big one. And so in 1 week's time, we've seen 134 mini tremors, if you will. The 4.6, I guess, classifies as mini if you live out in California. I'm sure that's just another day at the office. For people out east here, that would be pretty serious. Now, of those quakes, only 17 were stronger than 2.5 and 6 greater than 3.0. So this is, again, something to look at because these swarms are sometimes indicators of more earthquake activity. Could it be the big one? We just don't know. But according to Ole Coven, a USGS seismologist, he says he expects more aftershocks in the coming weeks, and it's what he says a quite productive aftershock sequence. I love the scientific terminology. First of all, you always have to have your Sherlock Holmes pipe available, because if you're going to be intellectual, you have to have a Sherlock Holmes pipe. And then you have to say, yes, this is one of the more quite productive aftershock sequences, yes. He says that they expect there will be aftershocks in the next 2 to 3, in the 2 to 3 magnitude range for at least a few more weeks. He said even smaller quakes could rattle the region for even longer. No reports of damage or injury. In the short term, this swarm has dramatically increased the chances of a colossal earthquake rattling the region, according to some experts. Scientists believe the U.S. state is long overdue a magnitude 7 or greater earthquake by around 50 years or so. So they say we're about 50 years overdue. That's not good. Living on borrowed time is never good. It says over the past 150 years, pressure has been building up along the San Andreas. And of course, a lot of people will say and continue to say that it's going to unleash a major earthquake. Now, no one really can judge or tell the type of damage that would be unleashed or whether or not San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Diego, all these major metropolitan areas, if they've made enough architectural improvements, enough improvements to the infrastructure to be able to withstand a major earthquake from the San Andreas. But I can tell you the 1989 earthquake that devastated San Francisco, if that was any indication, yes, did the building stand? For the most part, it did. Some of the older structures had problems. You had some gas leaks to be expected. However, the big problems was the damage to the infrastructure, the damage to the roads, and especially the bridges and the raised highways in the Bay Area was unbelievable. Unbelievable. So these are things to look at, especially if you're thinking about egress routes and planning egress routes. You're going to want to understand that the way you're going to want to get out of there typically should not include major highways or anywhere where you could expect any bridges to be out and things like that. You're going to have enough problems with an earthquake that they're talking about of that size and magnitude, with roads buckling and sinkholes and things like that. Your best way out of there in my humble opinion, especially if you live close to the coast, is water. Go out on the water. You know, if you want to get out of there, get a boat. Do the Noah thing. Heck, it may be you're only safe to build an ark. That may be the only way that you could survive the big one. Who knows? I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. #WakeTheFlock Up. Have a great day, everybody.